World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Iranian state media has confirmed the death of top security official Ali Larijani following earlier claims by Israel that he was killed in an overnight airstrike. According to BBC News, Israeli forces said the strike targeted a hideout linked to Iran's Supreme National Security Council leadership. Meanwhile, Iran has also acknowledged the death of Gholam Reza Soleimani, commander of the Basij militia, describing the killing as a cowardly assassination. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says his death highlights the Basij's key role in Iran's ongoing conflict with the United States and Israel. The Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, says it carried out additional strikes on Basij forces in more than 10 locations across Tehran. The Basij is a large volunteer militia under IRGC control, often deployed to enforce security and suppress dissent. In other news overseas, civilians across Gulf countries are facing what Human Rights Watch describes as a grave risk amid Iran's ongoing strikes in the region. The attacks come as Iran responds to joint United States and Israeli military operations, with strikes reported in countries including United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Kuwait. It is noted that Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has apologized to neighboring nations, saying Tehran would not carry out attacks unless provoked, but strikes on key infrastructure have continued. According to BBC News, the Human Rights Watch reports that several of these attacks have hit civilian areas, including homes, hotels, airports, embassies, and financial centers. As of March 16, the group says at least 11 civilians have been killed and more than 260 others injured. A senior researcher from the organization is urging Iran to go beyond apologies and take immediate steps to protect civilians throughout the Gulf. And finally, United States President Donald Trump is ramping up pressure on NATO allies as he seeks support to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, a key shipping route disrupted by the ongoing war with Iran. Over the weekend, the BBC reports President Trump warned alliance members to step in, but the effort failed to gain traction. Speaking from the Oval Office, he criticized NATO countries, calling their reluctance to help a foolish mistake as tensions continue to shake global oil and gas markets. Iran has targeted commercial vessels in the strait, severely impacting oil imports, or oil exports rather, since the conflict with the US and Israel began last month. President Trump also singled out his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, even remarking that Starmer is no Winston Churchill. Despite the criticism, President Trump maintains the U.S. does not need NATO's help, though analysts warn his approach could further isolate Washington and its allies. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5 for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.